All right, new this morning, TikTok deja vu. President Trump says he has reached a deal to save TikTok from being banned in the United States, which was part of a bipartisan law passed by Congress. Sources say a group of investors will create a U.S.-based company to operate the app, but nothing's been finalized yet, and things could change before the president speaks with Chinese leader Xi Jinping later this week. CNN's Hadas Gold is here with the latest on all this. I mean, what do we know about any of this?
So what we know, according to sources who have been talking to our colleagues, is that this new TikTok company will be made up of an 80% consortium of American companies and 20% of Chinese companies. Because if you remember, this law that was passed said that the company had to be taken out of Chinese ownership in order for it to be able to continue operating. Also, this company will be run by a U.S. board, U.S. majority board, and one of the members will actually even be appointed by the Trump administration. Now, we know from these sources that these three of the main companies that will be running this are Oracle, Andreessen Horowitz, and Silver Lake. And Andreessen Horowitz and Oracle are actually run by well-known Trump allies and Trump donors. One of the biggest questions, though, about this whole deal and all of these delays is what is going to happen to the algorithm.
I was waiting for the word.
Because the whole magic of TikTok is its algorithm. And it was well known that the Chinese were very resistant for the algorithm to leave China, essentially. Now we understand, this is according to the Wall Street Journal reporting, that part of this deal is that this new company will actually license the algorithm from China. And now what's going to happen is all of the TikTok users in the United States, you will be asked to download a new version of TikTok. But it should be essentially the same exact algorithm. Now, there is a question kind of what changed, what softened here. And we did hear actually from the Treasury Secretary yesterday. He suggested that another hard threat from the president about actually shutting down the app after these many delays might have what moved the needle. Take a listen.
I will tell you what turned the tide was a call that Ambassador Greer and I had with President Trump the night after the first day of negotiations, and President Trump made it clear that he would have been willing to let TikTok go dark, that we were not going to give up national security in favor of the deal.
Now, John, there does seem to be some sort of legal gray areas, lots of questions. You were having questions about the algorithm and whether it actually being licensed complies with the law, but also these delays. If you remember, the original law allowed for one 90-day delay. We are now on our fourth delay till December 16th. Now, the whole idea of these delays was if a deal is in the works, then you can delay it. The White House has been asked about the legality of these delays, and they have all essentially said, you know, we are quite confident in the legality of it without adding any more details. But sources are still cautioning our colleagues at the White House that things could still change. Nothing is final until it's final. And President Trump and the leader of China, Xi Jinping, are expected to talk on Friday, where we should get hopefully some more cementing of this deal.
We'll see. We need so many more details. I mean, there are questions about whether they've been compliant with the law all along. And now with the algorithm, of course, being compliant with the law only matters if anyone's going to enforce it, right?
Exactly.
Hadas Gold, thank you very much.